Hey YouTube, I'm going to try this again. I'm having to start all over because everybody and their mamas wants to keep calling my darn phone. So I'm going to try to do it without somebody interrupting. Anyway, I was letting everybody know that I've had an infected incision. Today I'm week 18 post-op. I've only lost about 40-something pounds because I haven't been able to go back to work or anything because of this incision. I had to go back into surgery. He had to bust up an abscess that was in there. So for the past 3 months, I've basically been packing and unpacking over a 2-inch deep hole twice a day. This time I had a home care nurse come out and she told me, if my sugar, which I'm really bad diabetic, if my sugar gets above 180, the hole won't heal. So I've been keeping a really close check on my sugars and stuff, and my hole went from 9 centimeters right after surgery to Monday it measured at 4.2 centimeters. So I'm really excited about that because once it heals I'll be able to go back to work and start losing some weight, because I've just been, with this hole in my stomach, it keeps me from doing a lot of things. It hurts, it's very painful. The packing and unpacking part is almost unbearable sometimes. It's so painful, but that's the reason why I haven't posted any videos, because I didn't really have much to tell other than, I've got a big hole in my stomach. I did want to talk to you about my hair falling out. I thought, I don't know who I was kidding, but I thought I'd be one of those people that it just didn't happen to. Mine wouldn't fall out. My hair was already so thin anyway, I really couldn't afford to lose any. And now I've got a huge bald spot in the back of my head. And I'm having to wear hats all the time. And I'll show you that. I don't know how well you can see it, but I've got a hairpiece on. It's like a fake ponytail. You see it? But I was having to keep it pulled up with that hairpiece in because it's ridiculous. And I'm taking the biotin, and I really don't know what to say about that, except it's not going to escape you. It's going to happen to you too, more than likely. But for those of you who were blessed enough to have thick hair anyway, you probably won't notice it as much. You might notice your hair being a little thinner, but you may not notice like bald spots and stuff. And mine started right around the 3-month mark, and it's still going strong. You would not believe the handfuls of hair that come out of my head every single day. And I try not to wash it every day, because when I wash it, it's even worse. If I'm just running my fingers through my hair, I'm pulling out softball size clumps of hair, and it's ridiculous, and it's depressing. It's really this. Let me start with saying this: with the surgery incision, the bowel obstruction I had, everything that has happened to me since the surgery, it's not been fun. It's been awful. But I would do it again in a second, because the main reason that I had this surgery was because I had a condition called gastroparesis, which was caused by my diabetes. The diabetes had basically killed my stomach muscles. The stomach muscles that control your digestive system, like the breaking down of the food. Well, mine didn't work, so food just sat in my stomach for really long periods of time, and it was causing me to be sick every day. Well, the doctor said there's really no cure for it, but if there was a cure, if anything's gonna cure it or help it, it would be gastric bypass surgery. Because most of your stomach would be removed in that situation. A lot of you, that was just doing weight loss surgery, when they cut your stomach, they left the remnant stomach in there. He took mine out. And the larger incision where he took the stomach out was the incision that got infected. I guess because it was bigger. I don't know. But so anyway, I can say that the surgery has gotten rid of the gastroparesis. I don't know if it's really gotten rid of it, or if it's just now there's smaller amounts of food sitting in a smaller stomach, so it doesn't bother me or affect me as much. But yeah, it's been wonderful for that. As far as the weight loss part, I'm only about maybe 10 to 15 pounds behind all of you, whose surgery went smoothly and you've been able to go back to work and do this, that, and the other, and exercise and walk and stuff. But it's been a long, hard journey for me, and it's actually balancing out now to where I'm actually able to enjoy, the benefits of it. Everyone tells me they can tell that I've lost weight. I can't. I've been this size for so long. I think it would probably take a dramatic amount of weight loss for me to tell, instead of just 40 to 50 pounds. But hopefully, I'll get good news at the doctor today, and I'll be able to go back to work in a couple of weeks and kickstart my weight loss part of the surgery. I also have to remind myself, sometimes I overeat. In the beginning I did, until it was very painful several times. So I would have to learn how to not do that. I didn't mean to overeat it. You just don't realize sometimes that you're that full until you're that full, and then it's too late. A couple of times I've been so extremely full that I had to throw up. Not that I forced myself to, it just came out. I mean, it was that bad. But I've learned how to take my time eating and pay attention to my stomach before I overeat. I'll about halfway through the plate, I'll maybe stand up and walk around and see if I'm full, and if I am, when I sit back down, I don't eat anymore. I never go back for seconds ever, so that's a plus, because being a big girl, I was used to eating a lot. But one of the things that I'm finding the hardest is soda, and I know we're not supposed to have it, and Lord have mercy, I'm trying. I know it can stretch your pouch back out, and I don't get all the water I'm supposed to get. I've been getting my protein, most of it. I found all of the protein drinks to me tasted like they had almost like medicine in it. It had a medicine-y kind of taste, like you were chewing up straight aspirin or something. And they weren't very, very good. So I, kept looking and trying different ones, and I finally found one. It's got a little bit higher carbs in it, only because it's made with real milk. But it's called Core, that's the brand, and vanilla. The chocolate, not so much, but the vanilla is really good. It actually tastes like a vanilla milkshake. And it's got 26 grams of protein in it. The banana flavor, it just tastes like a vanilla shake with like a hint of banana in it. So it is tolerable. It's good. And it also has 26 grams of protein in it. Now the chocolate is tolerable. I can drink it. I just don't prefer it. But if you're looking for a good protein drink and you're not a diabetic and the carbs really don't matter that much, 26 grams of carbs for a meal is not a lot, and I basically use it as a meal. But yeah, that's what I've been doing, and anything that I say in this video, I don't want it to deter anyone who's thinking about having the surgery because of what I've been through. Have the surgery. It's life-changing. But it's not easy. Everybody thinks that a gastric bypass is the easy way out. No, it's not, because you still have to work hard. You still have to have conviction and determination and willpower, and it's like they say, the surgery is just a tool for you to use. And the way that I finally convinced myself what that means is, okay, you look at it this way. You got a painter who paints, right? Okay, well, your paintbrush is your tool to paint. But the paintbrush is not going to paint the picture itself. You have to use that paintbrush to paint that picture. That's your tool. Just like the weight loss surgery is not going to make you lose weight yourself. You have to use that as a tool to lose the weight. So once I realized that, instead of just relying on the surgery, everything seems to have worked out a lot better for me. But anyway, I'm on my way to see the surgeon, and we're going to see what he says, and hopefully everything's healing up the way it's supposed to, and everything will be back on track later. I just wanted to touch base with you a little bit and let you know about the hair loss and the wonderful protein drink that I found. Well, depending on what area of the country you live, I'm not sure if they would even have that brand. I don't know. And pricing, I know, is different in each state. Here, I can get that drink it's in a convenience store. It's $2.99 a bottle. I found some the other day in Ingles grocery store for $5. I tried to go online to see if I could order some, and I've not been lucky there so far. But I didn't really have time to search it much that day, so I may get back on and try to, hands hurting, try to see what I can find. But I hope you guys are all doing great. And I guess that's about it. I'll talk to you guys later.